ready to turn up the volume on your life and drown out those nagging self-doubts? Well, join me here in this video because I dive into the electrifying journey of you becoming the master of your self-worth. And stay with me till the end because I have a rocking free gift for you that is going to take your newfound Rockstar swag and courage to a whole new level times 10. So let's get into it, shall we? I'm Joy Rochelle. I'm an embodiment coach for men, and this video is definitely all about really diving more into conquering the self-doubt, owning your uniqueness, and embracing life like a true rock star. But this also requires a combination of a few different things. So in order to unleash that inner rock star inside of you, you gotta shift your mindset first and foremost. You gotta practice new habits and really drop into some practical actions to turn over into this new identity. And last but not least, consistent effort, just like a rock star who is always rehearsing and writing new music and putting out new material. That takes consistent effort, and consistency can definitely have you drop into a new identity and boost your self-worth and self-confidence times 10. So here's the breakdown of how a man like you can achieve this. Number one, conquering self-doubt. And the start of that is really challenging your negative thoughts. Now pay attention to your self-talk and think about your negative thoughts you have on a consistent basis. Challenge those thoughts as they arise, or maybe don't listen to them at all and replace it with a new thought. You definitely want to come into more, I don't want to say positive like affirmations, but definitely more positive self-talk and counter arguments on what your mind is making up about you, because 9 times out of 10, we know it isn't true anyway. And then your thoughts start to spiral into something and you make up this whole story about why you're not good enough, why you're not man enough, why you can't have that promotion or build that business, why you can't date this caliber of woman, why you can't show up like Jim at the gym, you know, that you go to. All these little stupid stories that keep us stuck and blocked. So notice that about yourself and see if you can really start to counter that with more positivity. And one way to help you do that, if you want a suggestion, is to really consider taking on a meditation practice, or really deepening your meditation practice if you already have one. Because the great thing about meditation is it not only teaches you how to breathe deeper, but it teaches you how to be the observer of your thoughts versus playing with your thoughts within the story and getting caught up and running away with them. I hope that makes sense. Along with conquering your self-doubt, you want to celebrate your achievements. So after removing all that negative talk, one way you can help to show that negative talk isn't true is celebrating your achievements, big or small. So acknowledging your accomplishments, like I said, no matter the size, keep track of your successes and counteract the self-doubt. One way I love to do that is keeping track of my boxing classes. That really excites me. You know, I'm sure rock stars keep track of, you know, how many songs get on the Billboard or reach the charts, even if it's not number one, and celebrating that and really like maybe having a party around it. So remember, celebrate your achievements. That's going to help boost your self-worth. That's evidence to contribute to your confidence and your self-esteem. But you definitely want to also face your fears. Remember, courage is having the fear and facing it anyway, doing the thing with the fear and doing the thing anyway. So track the challenges that trigger your self-doubt and bring up these fears. That's what really self-doubt is. It's just fear, in a way, an excuse for you to talk yourself out of creating or doing or building something that you really know that your heart wants to do, that your soul is assigned to do. So gradually stepping out of your comfort zone, however that looks and whatever that is for you, it can show up in so many different ways. This nagging comfort zone that we like to get comfortable and stay in because we know we're good at it, right? It might not even require a lot of effort. But as you get out of your comfort zone, it can help build confidence over time every time you make an effort to step out of that. So maybe make a list of some things you've always wanted to do that scares you, that fucking shrinks your testicles and your balls, even if it's, I don't mean physically, but energetically, and really put something, a feeling in your gut that scares you. Make a list of it and check off something that, if it's big, see if you can plan to accomplish it this year before the end of the year, or something if it's smaller, see if it's something you can step into we're coming into a new month, see if it's something you can plan to step into to help you push you out of your comfort zone in the up and coming month. Another way to conquer your self-doubt is to focus on your progress. So remember, it's about progress, this journey. It's never about perfection. Being a perfectionist can keep you stuck in the details and not doing anything at all. It's also another excuse to use for have you not achieving and stepping into something to help you push you out of your comfort zone. So embrace the idea that progress is more important, or if not essential, compared to being perfect and doing something. Every step is a forward victory. As my mentor always says, is moving the needle forward. So another big thing to really be the master of your self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-esteem is owning your uniqueness. You are a man with a special gift or a few special gifts. If you have not tapped into that, start to make a list or think about things that make you unique as a person, as a man on this earth, and dial into investing in them so that you can grow. This is your strength. Get to know your strengths, get to know your interests, and when you get to know them, do some research on it if you don't know them. But if you do know them, drop into it deeper, because with consistent action on dialing in and honing in on these strengths and interests creates passion about it. And when you're passionate about something, you look forward to doing it, even with the fear, right? The passion grows and then it becomes natural, which then creates a new identity. And this is all around helping you build your unique frame, build your new identity around being a true rock star. Rock stars own their uniqueness. They own their unique sound, unique musical content, their unique style, as far as like costume and dress, from hair down to the shoes. They own their unique voice, whether it's the voice is being played through an instrument or actually through their own voice. So experiment with your own is unique about you in life, and keep doing it. You may even discover something new within the process, and then reflect on it and recognize what makes you unique, and then fully embrace it, own it, step into it powerfully without any fucks given. Go deeper with it and use it to help you build your confidence. Again, I always say this, it's such a sexy way of being to be in the presence of a man that's confident, not arrogant, not a narcissist, but someone who is just confident and knows how to work a room and is not going to let the fear drive his actions or stop him in his purpose. Also, men who are confident really like sharing their confidence and their wisdom with others. It's magnetic, and they use this They use their own uniqueness because they're owning it for the good of humanity 9 times out of 10. Another way to own your uniqueness is not to compare yourself with any other man that you see as an enemy or as a threat. Just avoid comparing yourself altogether. Friendly competition is one thing. Friendly competition can help drive you. It shows you what's possible. It helps drive you because if that person did it, you know you can do it. But comparison is a completely different animal because comparison is on the edge and has more of a frequency and carries an energy of he has what I don't. Why does he have it? It's not fair. It's fucked up. He's lucky. He can do it, but I can't. He has 5 cars. I only have 1. It sucks. Life sucks, etc. You know how the comparison journey can get us wrapped up in the negative self-talk and drive our self-esteem and our confidence in the tank. So remember, whoever you're comparing yourself to, drop it. His journey is his own journey. Your journey is your own journey, which is great. And just like everyone else, you have your own strengths and your own weaknesses and your own struggles, as do they, but that doesn't make one better than the other. So remember that comparison can sap your energy, sap your masculine strength. I don't recommend it at all. Expressing yourself is about owning your uniqueness, right? Putting yourself out there, expressing that uniqueness, putting it out into the world, whether through your unique style, your voice, your hobbies, your creativity, your physique, your drive, your voice. Remember to express yourself truthfully and authentically. People love authenticity. Somebody who's just honest, a man who just shows up, even if it gets messy, radical responsibility around it, and just owning what makes him true to himself and not being afraid to speak that. So never be afraid to speak your truth and let your personality shine through expressing yourself. You also want to surround yourself with good vibes and good people. This instantly boosts your confidence. This instantly boosts your energy and makes you so magnetic and attractive. People will not be able to get enough of you once you be mindful and conscious of what you're surrounding yourself with as far as good vibes. And I'm not just talking about environment. I'm talking about information. I'm definitely talking about people. So you want to choose to be around people and places that encourage you, that support you, that bring out your own individuality and uniqueness, and be with people that appreciate who you are now, the man you are now, and lift you up to the man that you're becoming. And maybe they are an example that drive you to step into that. So be very true to that and mindful of that always. Be very cognizant of that. Like I said, from the information you're inputting, from reading to the music and everything you listen to obviously the people in your environment. And number 3, right, to become the master of your worth, to really live out that true inner rock star story and man that you are, embracing life like a true rock star. As you know, rock stars are all about living life, living in the present, maybe sometime overindulging a little too much. It's so funny because I just finished watching the movie The Dirt, which is a story that covers the true life story based on this book that was written by the rock band Motley Crue, who includes the members Tommy Lee, Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and Mick Mars. And it was such an inspiring story, but they definitely embraced the rock star life, right, in their own individual paths and as like a band, as a group together. And you know, it was a ride. It was a journey. I don't want to give anything away, but I highly recommend that you watch the movie to really maybe get some inspiration, to really dive in to see what these men went through and how they cultivated this band and their sound and their fame and their music and their money and just stayed on course with their vision, even through all the shit they went through, excuse me. How you embrace your life like a true rock star, one thing Motley Crue did, they set a really big goal for themselves and a really big vision. So you want to set big, bold goals. Setting big, bold, clear goals helps to keep that masculine fire burning and excited. Defining clear goals not only excites you, but it can push you to growth, to expansion, because in the process, to hit the goals is what fosters this expansion and this growth. It's not always about the outcome and the end result, but it's definitely about the process. Right? Hitting the goal is fucking great and you should celebrate that. But the process of getting to that vision, creating that vision and getting to that goal is what lays down the texture that adds to your resiliency, your perseverance, your character as a man. Pursue meaningful objectives. This adds to your sense of purpose, to you becoming the master of your self-worth in your life, and it can definitely boost that self-confidence. You also want to embrace the challenges through taking on this true rock star life and identity that you going to be living. You know, you want to approach these challenges, the failures, the rejections, the big wins, the big opportunities with enthusiasm, regardless of it's good or bad, however you look at it. These are opportunities for you to learn, for you to walk through adversity, not easily, obviously, but it's going to add resilience. It's going to add an armor to your masculine strength, because when you get through it, you're going to come out of that like, if I can get through this, I can get through anything. So let's go, right? And when a man embraces his challenges with being on purpose and creating purpose, he is a force to be reckoned with. And it's attractive, right? It's attractive to meet a man who's been through some shit, who's had a story and has lifted himself up and come out on the other side to spread that wisdom, spread that knowledge, maybe show other men how to do what he does coming out of this, whatever it is, right? It creates a bigger purpose, a bigger life journey coming out of these challenges. So embrace them. You definitely want to live in the present moment. Like I said, you know, seeing that movie with Motley Crue's story and journey, they definitely lived in the present moment. Like I said, maybe a little too much indulged in it. They suffered some consequences from that, but you could definitely see them heightened in the present moment when they were creating music together. It was such an awesome thing to witness that, because they were truly in the flow, and you can tell that they were living out their purpose of what was chosen for them and what their souls really chose on a more energetic, spiritual, get a little esoteric with it level. It was almost natural for them when they created music and wrote music together and were rehearsing together. So live in the present, practice being conscious, practice mindfulness, and focus on living in the present moment, because basically life is impermanent. Everything is constantly changing. And if we are numbing ourselves and not in the present moment, we're going to miss the beautiful moments in an instant. It will also help you appreciate your journey, appreciate your adversities, and you will possibly find more joy, more happiness, more contentment, more excitement in the everyday experiences of your life. But another tidbit that you want to add to embracing this true rock star life is seeking adventure, right? Rock stars are definitely adventurous. They definitely take risk. Not always the most healthiest risk, but they definitely show up to take risk, right? They take on new experiences. So you definitely want to do the same thing. And these new experiences can make you step out of your comfort zone. I cannot say that enough. When we are comfortable, we stay at the same level where we are, even if that level is causing us suffering, because it's familiar. It's something we're used to. So when you take on new experiences, when you take risks, or calculated risk, I should say, risks that are a bit more smart, when you seek adventure and step outside of your comfort zone to create it and step into it, you add excitement and richness to your life story, to your life journey. So remember, building self-confidence, building self-worth, building self-esteem, and owning your uniqueness is an ongoing process to living out this true rock star identity. Remember, it's cool to have setbacks, but the key is to keep moving forward and nurturing a confident, healthy, masculine self-image. Surround yourself with supportive people, like I said, especially supportive men who are your peers, who also can be mentors to you, men that you look up to, that set the example, set the bar higher so that you can lift yourself up and go high. And if you find that self-doubt is significantly impacting your well-being, I highly recommend you seek out a professional to help you, like a therapist or a coach like me. You know, plugging that in, because with time, with commitment, with consistent action and effort, taking a rock star mindset and taking on a rock star lifestyle can help you transform yourself and feel worthy. And it can also lead into more fun, more excitement, and a more purposeful, fulfilling life and journey that maybe you one day get to write about and someone can make a movie about it as well. If you want to up level standing in your purpose and igniting that rock star swag you're going to put on, I have a free gift for you. It's on the screen right now. It's the Unlocking the Man series. It's a 3-part series. I go in on nutrition, on mindset, and definitely your sensual health and well-being, which is a part of your physical health and emotional health and well-being. So get that 3-part series. Let me know how you like it. I'll also have it in the comments below. You can click on it easily and in the description. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I'm Joy Rochelle. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.